So hi everyone, welcome back to a new video where I'm gonna talk a little bit about how the market is currently moving and everything like that. So we'll start off with the total three right now, which is something I'm jumping a little bit ahead. But yeah, first I will talk about this because a lot of people here are waiting for their alts to go higher and maybe even hit their all-time highs and everything like that. So what do I see? What I'm seeing right now on the chart, what the chart is telling me and all. So if you understand and if you have been following me for a long time, you must know that I'm the one out of many out there, good people out there who call the 74,000 bottom, who call the $48,000 bottom, who call this $38,000 bottom, and even this 27 or $24,000 bottom. Okay, so this is something I've been doing for a good time, and I'm not like I'm saying I'm having the ego of this. No, completely no. I just look at the chart and what the chart is telling me. That is all. Okay, so let's do it still a quick look on Bitcoin. Okay, so on the 3 month chart, which is a very exciting chart to have a look on, we can see we have tapped this 3 month fair value gap, and now we are having the IRL to ERL play from this fair value gap where we need to go to the next high, which may come into 1 month or next month or maybe anytime. Okay, so the drawn liquidity is very obvious on this. Okay, on the 3 months time frame. In this episode, I'm just talking about the higher time frame narrative, which is especially for our crypto investor who has invested in crypto and that's just wanted to know that how they should approach the market and what are the conditions there. Okay, so you can see that Bitcoin has this 3 month fair value gap over here, and if I just look at the daily time frame here, you can see that we have this. Of course, we have done everything which was needed. That we broke this supply zone, which was a key level in my opinion, and then we flipped higher. Currently, we are still in this range, or maybe right, you can see that we are still in this range over here. So maybe it's a little more manipulation, and then we just go higher, something on the lower time frame, which I can see, or maybe the bottom is in or very close, in my opinion, for this macro bottom over here. So now let's talk about the total three as well. Okay, so let's take a look at the total three chart. So again, I will start off with the 3 month chart, which for me is very much needed when I'm talking about my investments and everything. So now see if you take a look, we range this high. Now a very obvious target next would be this daily 3 month fair value gap, which we just ran through, and now we are adding higher. So if you just replay bar, okay, give me a moment. Okay, so it is not available for this signal. So still, let's try to understand this. So it's like this was your ERL play and this is the IRL. So we went from IRL to ERL, then ERL to IRL. Now the next move, which will be very obvious, is that we move from this IRL to ERL, which would be this like uh from 712 billion dollars to 1 trillion something. Okay, so that is the plan. Now on daily time frame, we can see that we have this structure confirmation too with this 3 month POI. We can see we have this structure confirmation and all which was needed. Okay, now so we have this here. Now talking about the perspective of why it is not still pumping that hard is because we were having this great support and resistance level over here, which you can see, and that is why the price has been, the price need to give some little bit of retracement whenever there is a huge impulse move or a ranging environment. So that is something we had here, and now currently it is just in this range. What we can expect here from is that we should, if either we go from here only or we just tap this daily fair value gap and start looking for longs after this lower time frame structure confirmation, which should be on 1 hour, 4 hour something. Okay, and the higher probability move to the upside will be once we just go and close above this level. So once we confirm the flip over this level, a very obvious target would be this high, which will give us the parabolic play we all are waiting for. So let's have finger crossed and see what price can do. Okay, and on Bitcoin, I already told you that, okay, I'm like currently we're chopping, or you can say currently we're just sideways in this complete range. And this is a range after a big impulse move to the upside, from here to here. Okay, so you have this impulse move and then you have the range, which is very common thing what something market do. Now, a very high probability thing which you can do is basically either you wait for the flip of this level and then you will start looking for longs, okay? Or you just wait for this drawn liquidity to hit and then you just try to trade this H4 fairly gap or something if offered, okay? And then you just play and trade the range. So you just try to enter a long trade over here, or you just try to enter a long trade over above the flip of this. Okay, if we confirm to go lower, then you can take a short scalp till to this fair value gap. So this is something you can do next week if offered. And the best high probability plays are this one and this one. So this is something you can look for on the lower time frame. Okay, now talking about the euro for a second. Okay, we can see that the bias has been pretty much clear. So we have this H4 fair value gap. Okay, so here you can say that we should just come to this area and then wait for this like here, and then simply just wait for this to come, and then you can have this obvious drawn liquidity which you can see over here. That is my drawn liquidity for the day. I've called this move here on Twitter, which if you have been following me. Okay, and now talking about the soul, it is the same thing that we failed to flip this resistance level. uh the price action has little bit very great on altcoin. It has been following my analysis pretty well. Okay, and I've been showing these updates on my Discord. Okay, I've shared this with my students. If you're guys, if you are watching this video, I have shared this chart and we never flipped this and we came back to this low, which is a great thing to. Okay, now let's see what happened. I will still wait for the Monday's open and see how the Monday's price action do before jumping into trades. Okay, so I think that is all for me from this side. If there is something else to update, I will update on my Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. So thank you so much. If you're still watching this video, make sure you like and hit the like button, subscribe, and give your attendance in comments. Have a good day, guys. See you. Bye bye.